Hello and welcome to FacChat, our series of chats with faculty at the Srishti Manipal Institute of Art, Design and Technology. Today we have with us Murali Krishna. We call him Krishna. Krishna, you describe yourself as a toy designer and an industrial maker of sorts. You have a dangerously intimidating set of degrees from architecture on the one hand to design management on the other. What do you teach at Srishti?
I mostly dabble with toys and games and designing for children across the spectrum. It could be designing for children with special needs or just children, as we can say. I mean, just about having fun, primarily. And how do you deal with different age groups, and how do you look at and understand fun and how it is for children? It might be something trivial for grown-ups, but playing and fun is very serious for kids. So kind of just try dabbling in that part.
Okay. How do you bring this? What do you think is unique to Srishti as a learning space, and how do you facilitate that learning?
Srishti is very unique in various ways, but one thing that I liked about Srishti is the fact that there is no straightforward line. The navigation is very open ended, and students are free to navigate and look at any space that they feel resonates with them. That being said, what I try to do is how can I find avenues where students can have some fun and kind of not look at growing up too fast. Can they become kids themselves, have some fun, maybe do something foolish and yet learn from it?
One of the things that parents tend to ask when they're signing these checks, right, for colleges like ours, what's my kid going to be able to do after this, after he leaves Srishti? What are the avenues open? What are the kind of, hate to use that word, jobs and careers that are open to them as students? What would you say to parents like that of students who pass through your courses?
One thing that I would like to definitely state is that Srishti believes in building professionals who can put themselves in the market and say, this is what I'm capable of doing. And they can always approach a company and say, I can add value to your organization in this way. And this is what I'm capable of. So where do you think I can fit? I believe that Srishti doesn't believe in putting out people saying that, no, this is the candidate for sale. We believe in creating professionals who can curate a space for themselves in the market and say, this is what I'm capable of, and this is what I can offer you. I mean, I think Srishti believes a lot in blue sky thinking. And we don't restrict students from thinking whatever they want to think. And for that reason, I think I'll even quote the previous, our founding director, Geeta ma'am, where she says that we are all facilitators. We facilitate. We don't tell you to become one of you. We tell you to kind of uncover and discover who you are and how you can build yourself. So that's what I said. We believe in building practitioners, not more of you out once a student passes. From what I remember clearly, none of the students who are passed out till now have been in a place where they say, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. They've all been able to curate and articulate themselves and their position in a very, very clear manner.
One favorite story, anecdote that for you sums up and makes you feel that it's all worth it at SMI? A story, an anecdote, something that comes to mind. You must have many, but one that you'd like to share with the audience.
This has always been something which has always recurred in my mind, and I've always quoted this as an example. I was having a group of students who were working on designing toys and games as their pre-qualifying project. And one of the students said that I don't want to design a toy or a game, and I want to look at something a little bit more larger. And I asked him what. He said, I want to look at play, not toy or a game. And I was absolutely drawn by that thought, and I genuinely thought that yes, it actually makes sense because playing has got various forms to it. And out of the students whom I had in the project, he was the only one who created a graphic novel. And that book had no elements of dialogue inside it. It was purely pictures. And it was a comic book which you read from front to back or back to front. Has got a lovely narration to it. So for me, that was one of the best examples which kind of opens me up to the fact that students have the capacity to think very open-ended, and they can actually create things which are very wonderful to see and even think through over and over again.
Anything you'd like to share with us from your experience that you feel that you'd like to share with the audience that you haven't done so far?
Well,
Based
actually,
on your teaching experience, your facilitating of learning experience here. Yeah.
Actually, I think I have learned more from the students than what they have acquired anything from me. So one of the biggest things I liked about Srishti is the fact that it gives you a very open end to explore, be it in terms of your own practice or even making the students explore something. And the best part is, I think you always come up with a big surprise at the end of it. So, yes, I mean, I've always had a smile on my face at the end of every unit or course I've taken. So, yes, it's a smile at the end of everything.
Krishna, thank you very much.
Thank you.